The loud roar of the crowd filled Dublin's Aviva Stadium, and the sea of shimmering lights reflected the live energy of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour show. Behind the scenes, Travis Kelce, Swift's boyfriend and the star tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, watched the show on a monitor. He smiled as Swift started her surprise song. He was sure this night would be special. Around the middle of the set, Swift stopped and spoke to the crowd, her eyes twinkling with fun. "Dublin, I have a special surprise for you tonight," she said, and the stadium rang with her voice. "This one's for my #1 fan." The crowd went silent as a flashlight shone on a figure coming out from the wings. To the stage, Travis Kelce walked with a bunch of red roses in his hand. He was wearing a stylish black suit. People in the stadium let out a simultaneous gasp as they cheered, their phones flashing to record the moment. As Kelce gave Swift the roses, he looked into her eyes. "These are for you, my love," he said, surprisingly calmly considering how tense the situation was. "You continue to amaze me every single day." Swift's face lit up as she took the roses, and her smile was filled with happiness. She said, "Thank you, Travis," but her voice was so loud that it was hard to hear. "This is the most incredible surprise." The couple gave each other a soft kiss, not realizing the chaos they had caused. Fans screamed, cried, and took pictures of the moment on their phones. The picture of Kelce and Swift on stage will always be in their minds. The show went on after Kelce left, but the mood had changed. The crowd was electrified, and the surprise show of love made them even more excited. Swift was clearly moved by Kelce's action, and she gave the rest of her show her all, raising her voice above the crowd of fans. Behind the scenes, Kelce was amazed as he watched the rest of the show. He had seen for himself how powerful Swift's relationship with her fans was, how full of love the stadium was. A sense of pride washed over him as the last sounds of the encore faded. He was very lucky to be able to love and help this amazing woman. Taylor Swift's Eras Tour was in full swing when she took the stage in Dublin. The air was exciting. As she started her first song, the crowd, which was a sea of sparkling lights and happy faces, roared its support. Travis Kelce turned on a monitor backstage and watched his girlfriend with a big smile on his face. He had always been proud of Taylor, but the way she controlled the stage and connected with her fans was truly amazing. When Taylor got to the bridge in Love Story, the screens behind her came to life. The stage was filled with a montage of romantic moments, like dinners with candles, kisses that were stolen, and shared laughs. As the pictures went by, though, one caught Travis's attention. In his football uniform, he jumped into Taylor's arms after a score. The whole crowd let out a gasp. Travis felt a rush of warmth. Until Taylor, he had never told anyone about their relationship. But she made him want to tell everyone about their love. Taylor took his foot off the mic when the song was over. There was silence in the crowd. Then, a flashlight shone on a person coming out of the wings. Travis was there, dressed in a sharp suit and carrying a bunch of red roses. As Travis walked toward Taylor, the crowd went crazy. His heart was beating fast. When he stopped in front of her, the cheers got so loud that they were hard to hear. He lowered himself to one knee and took a deep breath. She quickly put her hand to her mouth, and her eyes went wide with shock. Travis looked up at her, and everything else seemed to fade away. "Taylor," he started, but it was hard to hear him over the crowd. "You are the most amazing woman I have ever met. You are my everything, my best friend, and my inspiration. Could you do me the great honor of becoming my wife?" Taylor agreed, but tears were running down her face. As the cheers reached a fever pitch, Travis got up and put the ring on her finger. Together they kissed passionately as he pulled her into a tight hug. People in the crowd were amazed as the pair shared their moment. On stage, a real love story was being told. No one will ever forget that moment, which showed how strong love, music, and Taylor Swift can be. Travis Kelce was blown away by the roar of the crowd at Dublin's Aviva Stadium as he watched Taylor Swift take the stage. That night, Travis knew something special was going to happen at her Eras Tour event. The show had music, dance, and amazing visuals. As the first sounds of Love Story filled the air, the crowd was filled with excitement. There was a hush as a shape slowly came out of the darkness and into the light. When Travis saw that it was really Taylor, he felt his heart race. She was wearing a long white dress that sparkled in the stage lights. But when Taylor started to sing, something very strange took place. Travis felt chills going down his spine as her voice changed, becoming deeper and more powerful. People in the crowd gasped in shock when they realized Taylor was singing a duet with herself. There were two singers on stage. Original Taylor had her usual sweet, lyrical voice on one side, and alt Taylor had a strong, raspy voice that no one had ever heard before on the other side. It was amazing how well the two Taylors' voices blended together to make a hauntingly beautiful sound that captivated the crowd. Travis was amazed at how the two Taylors moved across the stage in perfect sync with each other. For Taylor, they were like two different sides of the same person, each showing a different side of his art. When the duet got to its peak, the crowd went crazy. The cheers and clapping got really loud. The crowd erupted in a loud roar when the song was over. Travis jumped to his feet and looked around in shock. It was something he had never seen before. Only Taylor's biggest fans were not expecting what she did next, and it was a memorable moment. Travis couldn't take his eyes off of Taylor as the show went on. He felt much more appreciative of her skills and creativity. He saw that she wasn't just a pop star, but a real artist who was always trying new things with her work. In the weeks that followed, people told stories about the Dublin show. Everyone in the world couldn't stop talking about the two Taylors phenomenon, which made Taylor even more famous than she was already. As for Travis, he was still Taylor's biggest fan and staunchest defender. It made him proud to be with her as her music continued to amaze and move people around the world. Plus, he knew that as long as Taylor was around, there would be more shocks, each one even better than the last.